Getting started, find issues and take action. When it comes to improving your finances, the first step often feels like the hardest. You might want to do better with money, but what does that even mean? Should you pay down debt, save for a deposit, start investing, or maybe just try to spend less money each month? For most people in the messy middle, ages 25 to 55, they feel exactly the same way. You're navigating major life decisions, buying a home, building a career, raising a family, or preparing for retirement, but without ever having been taught how to handle money confidently. It's no wonder so many feel stuck before they even begin. The good news, getting started doesn't have to feel overwhelming, and you don't have to figure it out why starting feels so hard. Before we jump into practical steps, let's be honest about why so many people delay financial planning in the first place. There's fear of the unknown. Sometimes we would rather avoid looking at our finances because we're scared of what we'll find. We've too many priorities. Should you save for a house, or pay off your debt first? Competing goals makes it hard to know what comes first. You have information overload. The internet is full of advice, but most of it is either product driven or written for people in completely different circumstances. Then you have perfectionism. Many people think they need to have everything sorted before they can start. In reality, it's the act of starting that creates progress. If any of these sound familiar, you're not alone, and these are exactly the challenges we help people overcome every day. Step 1, assess your starting point. Think of this as your financial check. Just as you wouldn't start training for a marathon without first checking your current fitness level, you shouldn't set ambitious money goals without knowing where you stand today. When we work with clients, the first thing we do is carry out a financial assessment. This means looking at your income, your expenses, your debts, your assets, and then your risks. This helps us spot immediate issues such as debt, overspending, or risks that need urgent action, and then identify quick wins. So the small, manageable actions that create instant progress. And then we separate these urgent fixes from longer term plans, so you know what to focus on right now. For example, one client came to us worried about not saving enough for retirement. But once we looked closer, the bigger problem was short term. They were overspending every month, relying on credit cards, and missing bill payments. Tackling those urgent issues first meant they could stabilize their finances, and retirement planning naturally fell into place. Step 2, fix the foundation. One of the most common mistakes people make is skipping straight to long-term goals, saving for a house, investing, or retirement, without first fixing cracks in their short-term finances. If your financial foundation isn't solid, long-term goals will always feel shaky. Here are some common issues we often see. High interest debt that eats into your monthly budget, overspending habits that leave no room for savings, and late or missed payments damage your financial health. And lastly, no emergency buffer, meaning one unexpected expense can derail every other plan. For some people, addressing these issues feels urgent, like hatching leaks in a sinking boat. For others, it might just mean trimming back a couple of bad habits, like unused subscriptions or impulse spending. Either way, stabilizing your situation first makes everything so much easier. Step 3, start taking action. Once you stabilize your finances, the real progress begins. And here's the surprising part. It doesn't take huge, dramatic changes to feel momentum. Cutting unnecessary expenses might free up €200. Switching your mortgage or loans could save you thousands over time. And then setting up a simple emergency fund might stop you relying on credit cards when something comes. We've seen clients who thought they were terrible with money completely turn things around after just a few small wins. Those wins create confidence, and confidence fuels bigger steps like investing, buying a home, or planning for retirement. With Money Bootcamp, our approach is always action first. We don't give you advice and leave you to figure it out. We help you take the first step, because once you're started, momentum builds. Common mistakes to avoid when starting. When you're beginning your financial journey, it's easy to get tripped up. Here are a few pitfalls we often help clients avoid. Trying to do everything at once. Focus on the top 2 or 3 priorities, not 10. Comparing yourself to others. Your money story is unique. Progress looks different for everyone. You need to make sure that you're trying to progress for yourself and not based on others. Waiting for the perfect time is another. There will never be a perfect time. The best time to start is now. And then lastly, chasing quick fixes. Building lasting financial health is about consistent steps, not overnight miracles. Let's talk about a real life example. It's a real person, but a fake name. One of our clients, Sarah, came to us convinced she was years away from buying a home. She thought she needed to save for another 4 or 5 years. After a full assessment, we discovered she was already in a pretty strong position. She needed to structure her savings and spending in a bit of a different way. She didn't know what she was looking for. She didn't know what she could afford. She wasn't aware of the supports and the lending rules in place. So we got organized, and then within 12 months, she had the keys to her first home. What she said was, I didn't realize how close I was. I just needed someone to help me. This is why starting matters. Often, you're closer than you think. Biggest relief for people is realizing they don't have to figure it out all on their own. At Money Bootcamp, we work exclusively with people in the messy middle. We know the unique challenges you face. We don't sell financial products or earn commissions. Our only goal is to help you get clear about your financial situation, take action, and then reduce financial stress. Through our financial health check, you'll get a clear assessment of your current situation, personalized action plan tailored to your goals, and then practical steps you can take straight away to feel in control. Are you ready to take the first step? Starting your financial journey is the hardest part, but it's also the most rewarding. Once you begin, clarity replaces confusion and action replaces stress. If you are feeling stuck, you're unsure where to begin, or you're overwhelmed by financial decisions, you don't have to wait. Go to moneybootcamp.com and book your financial health check today, and let's take the first step together.